Hi everyone, it's Kevin Annett again. I'm going to read from our two new release books, Murder by Decree, The Crime of Genocide in Canada, and Unrelenting, Between Sodom and Zion, my personal account of the struggle. At the end of Murder by Decree, we have a synopsis of the recommendations of this definitive report on genocide in Canada. And let me read from that part of that conclusion. The Canadian state, its churches, and its authorizing Crown authority are proven agents of intergenerational genocide, and as such they constitute rogue powers under international law that have lost their authority and the right to govern, to tax, or to operate. The active replacement of these morally and lawfully nullified institutions is now a duty and an obligation of all citizens under the law of nations, and such conventions as the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court and the Nuremberg legal statutes of the United Nations. The fact that criminals are in power does not absolve them from not only accountability, but legal and moral nullification when they've been proven to commit these crimes. That's the moral lesson for all of us now. This is what's backed up by the solid evidence in this book. On a more personal note, I'm going to read from a little excerpt at the beginning of Unrelenting, which is my personal story of how this whole historic movement came about. And in the introduction I write, "The small bone lay in my hand. The truth is as hard and unyielding as what I held that morning and as ignored. Nevertheless, I raised the bone for the world to see on a November day in 2011. This is likely from a small child," I said. "It was dug up from a suspected mass grave at the Anglican Indian School just south of here in Brantford. There are many thousands of such remains all over Canada, from all the children who were killed and buried in secret in those places. The hundreds of young Occupy Toronto protesters who prided themselves on their capacity for truth-telling and solidarity just stared at me in silence after I spoke. Nobody responded to my words except for one guy, who came up to me later and mumbled, 'You know, man, that really messed with my head.' Well, I don't blame him or any Canadian. We're all children of amnesia and the calculating liars in charge who want us either in their lie or dead. We don't know what to do with our past or our present, perhaps because we sense rather than know that it's all horrible beyond understanding. And so too many of us seem to be as dead and buried as those little bones and their truth. If there is ever to be a future, it will have to come from somewhere other than ourselves as presently constituted." Please get these books from Amazon.com and through our website itccs.org. And also stay tuned because I'll be doing a lecture and book reading tour based on these volumes across Canada and the United States during both March and April, and then over in Europe in the summer. If you want to book me in to perform such a reading or to work with you in your community to prevent these crimes, please write to me hiddenfromhistory1@gmail.com. Thanks very much.